I can understand some Chinese.
我可以明白一啲啲嘅中文，
So be careful.
所以小心。
This church has been a huge blessing to ICF and to myself.
呢間教會係對 ICF 同埋我都有好大嘅我都為呢樣嘢好大嘅感恩，為你好大嘅感
So
恩。
you know that I'm the leader of ICF. I want to share a little bit about myself and a little bit about how ICF got started.
我就係 ICF 呢個團契嘅一個領導啦。咁我就想介紹一下 ICF 同埋我自己。
Okay, so my parents are actually from Taiwan.
我爸爸媽媽其實喺台灣嚟嘅。
But I was born here in Los Angeles and grew up in Orange County.
但係我就喺LA 呢度出生，就喺呢個產業嗰度長大。
And as Pastor Law said, I went to UCLA, so I've been in Los Angeles my whole life.
我就喺 UCLA 畢業嘅，所以我咁耐以嚟都喺 LA 長大。
Okay. At UCLA, I got involved with InterVarsity, which is this organization I still work for.
喺 UCLA 我就join 咗一個團契叫做校園團契，依家我就係喺呢個校園團契裏面服侍嘅。
In this group, I learned so much and really learned how to walk with Jesus.
喺大學嘅時候，喺呢個校園團契裏面，我就學咗好多有關耶穌嘅事，亦都係令我成長咗好多。
College is a very special time.
大學呢個時間係一個成長嘅好時間。
You're just old enough to think for yourself.
你啱啱就有自己獨立嘅時候，可以為自己去打算。
And start making your own decisions.
去為未來着想。
But you're young enough where life is not set yet.
但係你又未係咁大，未有咁多生命嘅嘢係已經係唔係固定咗嘅。
It's much easier, I think, for God to work when your life is not set yet.
就係生命未固定之前，就有好多嘢係可以俾神去為我哋見到。
My experience in college was so amazing that I just wanted this for other college students.
我喺大學嘅時候就嘅經歷真係太好咯，所以都將呢個經歷帶俾更加多嘅大學嘅。
So after I graduated, I moved to Monterey Park to help start a new group at East LA College.
所以當我畢咗業嘅時候，我就去咗Monterey Park 嗰度蒙氏嘅Cllc大學嗰度去開始一個類似嘅 group。
Now East LA college is 90% Latino.
嗰陣時嘅Cllc係有90%都係呢個拉丁裔嘅。
So to minister to the Latino students, I decided to take a Spanish class.
咁就去設計一個校園團契俾佢哋咧，我就想攞一個西班牙嘅課，去更加認識佢哋。
The entire class was Latino people.
全個班都係拉丁裔嘅人。
Maybe they were trying to get an easy A.
可能佢哋想攞一個易嘅 A 咯。
But there were two students who walked late. They were Chinese students from Guangzhou.
但係有兩個學生咧，佢哋就遲到入嚟嘅，佢哋就係廣州嚟嘅。
They barely spoke English, but they were trying to learn Spanish through English.
佢哋連英文都唔係好好，但係佢哋竟然要用英文去學西班牙文。
So they found out that I speak English well and I was learning Spanish quickly, so they quickly became friends with me.
當佢哋知道我講英文講得OK 嘅，同埋所以有識少少中文嘅，佢哋就好快同我一齊坐上我幫佢哋咯。
Okay, so I helped them with their English and Spanish, and then they took me out to all these new Chinese restaurants in Monterey Park that I've never been to.
我就教下佢哋英文同埋西班牙話咯，但係佢哋就帶我周圍去Monterey Park 唔同嘅食肆嗰度。
Usually, if a Chinese restaurant has no English, I'm scared to go.
通常如果一間中國嘅食肆如果冇英文嘅話，我就會怕。
But with them, I went to lots of delicious new restaurants.
但係同佢哋可以幫我睇中文，所以就去咗好多間唔同嘅食肆。
Slowly, I met more and more international students at East LA College.
咁我喺Cllc裏邊越耐嘅時候，就發現有更加多嘅 international students 嘅留學生。
I love getting to know them, hosting them, helping them in any way possible.
我就好開心可以認識佢哋啦，同埋可以幫助佢哋。
before this, I just assumed all these students are so excited to be here in the United States.
但我未認識佢哋之前，我成日都諗佢哋應該係好想嚟呢個美國讀書嘅。
I mean, this is the greatest nation in the world, right?
因為美國係最好嘅國家嚟㗎嘛，唔係咩？
I was very wrong.
我係原來係好錯嘅。
80 or 90% of international students I met were not happy here.
有80% 到90% 嘅留學生其實係唔開心嘅嚟到呢度。
About 20% hated it here.
有20% 人憎死係留喺呢度。
Those people shared, I think about going home every day.
嗰20% 嘅人每日都好想翻去佢哋國家。
I was surprised.
我好驚訝。
1 year later, I visited Taiwan with my family.
另一年我就翻咗去台灣探我嘅親人。
Now, I had visited many times before, but this was the first time I visited as an adult.
我翻過去都幾次㗎啦，但係呢一次係我第一次翻去係成人嘅身份翻去。
And this is what I saw.
呢個就係我見到嘅嘢。
Taipei nightlife.
台北嘅夜市
It's so fun.
係超好玩嘅，
Extremely safe.
好安全。
The MRT is so convenient and fast.
地鐵又快又平。
And if you don't go on the MRT, everyone has a little scooter to go everywhere.
如果你唔搭地鐵嘅，每個人都可以租架嗰啲電單車周圍。
The food is cheap and delicious.
啲食物又平又好味。
And the night markets are, amazing.
夜市就真係太正啦。
Okay, so think of students who come from cities like this, or Hong Kong, or other big cities, and they move to a neighborhood like this.
當我諗到咁多學生喺呢啲咁好玩嘅城市嚟到我哋 LA，
This is Arcadia,
呢個係 Arcadia，
which is a beautiful city.
係一個好靚嘅城市。
I would love to live in Arcadia,
我都好想去嗰度住，
to raise a family.
去開始一個家庭。
But as an 18-year-old, I want to live here.
但係作為一個18歲嘅，我好想去韓國度生活。
Okay? In LA, everything closes at 8 or 9 p.m., right?
喺 LA 咩嘢都係8點9點就閂門㗎嘛。
If you don't have a car, you can't do anything.
如果冇車嘅話，你咩地方都去？
You have to make friends with someone with a car.
你要識一啲朋友先揸車嘅。
That's why Alex is so popular.
所以 Alex 係點解咁多朋
He
友？
has a nice big car.
因為佢有好大嘅車。
Okay? And if you take the bus, you have to wait 30 minutes.
喺呢度，如果你要坐巴士，要等至少30分
If you
鐘。
miss the bus, 1 hour.
如果架巴士啱啱走咗嘅，可能要
When I visited Hong Kong, every 3 minutes, right?
當我去香港嘅時候，每班車3分鐘。
And on top of that, new language, new culture, everything is new.
留學生嚟到呢度，咩嘢都係新嘅，有新嘅文化、新嘅語言，咩嘢都係新。
Imagine going to the DMV when you don't speak English.
我真係好難想像佢哋去 DMV 去攞車牌係唔識英文係點樣做咧？
And of course, it's really hard to make new friends.
當然係非常之難去認識新嘅朋友。
I met so many students who just go to school and go home.
我認識好多嘅留學生，佢一嚟到呢度，翻完學咧就即刻翻屋企。
At home, they just stay on their computers and chat with their friends back at home.
佢哋翻到屋企睇電腦嘅時候，就係同呢個佢哋屋企嘅朋友去 message。
Completely homesick.
完全係掛住佢哋嘅家鄉。
2003, we started ICF,
喺2003年，我哋開始咗 ICF，
a fellowship especially for international students.
一個團契係專為呢個留學生而設。
We have fellowship every Friday night with home-cooked meals.
我哋每個星期5有聚會，同埋有我哋自家製嘅自家製嘅 meal， 嘅晚餐。
Fun games and worship.
有好多唔同嘅遊戲啦，同埋有敬拜。
And a lesson that's very easy to understand for Christians and non-Christians.
同埋有少少嘅講道係好易去俾任何人去明白嘅。
For 13 years, we met in my apartment.
有13年嘅時候，我哋都喺我屋企嗰度聚會。
That's when we met Jeffrey about 6 or 7 years ago.
就係7-8年前就係去我就係啱啱開始去嗰度 ICF 嘅。
We do activities in sports.
我哋會去打波。
Okay, that's okay. National park trips and Catalina Island every year.
會去呢個好多國家公園啦，同埋去Catalina 嘅島嗰度咯。
Yeah, many students have shared the whole week. I can't wait for Friday night.
有好多嘅學生就係每個星期都係講緊禮拜嘅團體。
Because of this, we've been able to build deep trust with hundreds of students over the years.
就係因為咁，我哋有可以咁多年嚟，係可以喺數百個嘅學生裏面嘅生活裏面，可以有一個好深嘅聯繫。
And this has given us opportunities to share the good news and the Bible with them.
亦都俾我哋有好多機會去呢個傳達我哋耶穌嘅信息俾佢哋。
Now there are over 1 million international students studying in the United States right now. Over 1 million.
喺美國有大概100萬個留學生。
Unfortunately, most of them do not have the experience that I described for ICF students.
但係有好多學生大部分嘅學生都冇可以好似喺我哋 ICF 團體裏面咁樣去認識朋友，去認識呢個新嘅環境。
In fact, most international students would say in their time here, they don't make one single good American friend.
亦都有好多嘅留學生可能嚟到美國，連一個美國嘅好朋友嘅學生嘅朋友都冇認識到。
Think about that. A student moves here from another country to study on campus, where they eat together, go to class together, sit on the bus together, yet they don't make a single good American friend.
我哋嘗試諗下一個留學生如果嚟到呢度返大學去飯堂，去搭車去上堂，如果一個佢哋美國嘅好朋友都做見唔到嘅話，係幾傷心嘅一件事咧。
This is for 4 or 5 years.
呢個係仲要係返大學係要4-5年嘅添。
That is really sad.
係一件好傷心嘅事。
What is even more tragic is that such a friendship could lead to sharing about Jesus.
但係再更加令人傷心嘅事就係如果我哋可以去同佢建立好嘅關係，去同佢哋一齊去做好朋友嘅時候，我哋有咁多嘅機會去同佢哋傳達福音嘅機會都會冇咗。
So many missed opportunities.
有好多機會都係流失咗。
There's a similar situation in the Bible that I want to talk about today.
喺聖經裏面都有類似嘅故事，我想今日係講嘅。
This is from Mark 11:15 through 17.
呢個係馬可福音第11章15節。
Then they came to Jerusalem. This is Jesus and the disciples.
他們來到耶路撒冷。
And he entered the temple and began to drive out those who were selling and those who were buying in the temple.
就係耶穌同埋佢門徒一嚟到嘅時候耶穌就開始趕走呢個聖殿裏面做買賣嘅人。
And he overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold doves, and he would not allow anyone to carry anything through the temple.
就推倒晒啲稅換銀錢嘅人嘅台啦，同埋嗰啲買銀錢嘅人嘅凳啦，唔俾任何人將呢個器具喺聖殿裏面經過。
He was teaching and saying, "Is it not written, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all the nations?"
佢就教導佢哋，經常唔係咁樣講話，我嘅殿要做萬國禱告嘅殿啦。
But you have made it in a den of robbers.
你竟然俾佢變成呢個賊窩。
Well, if you grew up in church like I did, you've heard this story many times.
如果你喺教會長大嘅，你應該都聽過呢個故事好多次。
Okay? People had turned the temple, a place of worship, into this marketplace.
有好多人將呢個聖殿呢個係敬拜神嘅地方變咗做一個街市。
Okay, and naturally, Jesus is not happy.
當然耶穌係非常之唔開心。
My house shall be called a house of prayer, but you have made it into a den of robbers. This makes sense.
嘅殿要稱為萬國禱告的殿，你哋將佢變咗做一個街市一個插窩。
I remember in church learning a couple important lessons from this.
我記得喺我小時候嘅教會學咗幾樣嘢。
One, church is for worship, not for other purposes like selling and buying.
第一就係教會係一個敬拜神嘅地方，唔係一個去做買賣嘅地方。
I also learned Jesus gets angry, so it's okay to get angry in the right circumstances.
我亦都認識到呢個耶穌佢係有時係會嬲嘅，係有時係呢啲咁嘅有時係有應該嘅時候係去動怒嘅。
Okay, these are good lessons.
呢個係一個好嘅教訓。
But why does he add this? My house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations.
但係點解佢會講到話佢嘅殿係萬國禱告嘅殿咧？因為係萬國咧。
Right? There's something else going on that Jesus is upset about.
係有更加多嘅原因係點解耶穌咁嬲嘅？
The giveaway, the hint, is the money changers.
其實一個提示嘅喺呢段經裏面，就係有好多稅務人錢嘅人。
During this time, people from all the surrounding regions around Israel would travel to the temple to worship.
因為猶太好多人認識呢個猶太人嘅宗教，佢哋就會去好多喺附近唔同嘅地方會去呢個聖殿去敬拜呢個真神。
Okay, many of these people were not Jewish.
有好多人都唔係猶太人嚟嘅。
But they'd heard about the Jewish God and were curious.
佢哋聽過呢個猶太人嘅神，而佢哋係想嚟更加去認識佢。
There's a big, beautiful, old temple, and we want to go see it and maybe learn about God.
佢哋知道呢度有一個好大好靚嘅聖殿，佢哋亦都想去更加去認識呢個神。
The temple even had a designated area just for these non-Jewish people to come and worship.
呢個聖殿裏面係有一個地方係專為呢啲外國嘅人去敬拜呢個上帝。
You can see this is a diagram of the old Jewish temple, and there are these two areas that I put in blue that are called the court of Gentiles.
你喺呢個圖上面就見到兩個藍色嘅地方，就係專係俾啲外國嘅人嘅。
Okay, so part of worship back then was sacrificing animals.
其中一個去聖殿嘅一個做嘅一個就係去獻祭牛羊。
Okay, so if I'm a foreigner traveling to the temple, I need to go buy a dove so I can worship God.
咁如果係一個外邦人去到呢個聖殿去敬拜嘅時候，佢哋要去獻祭，佢哋就要用佢哋自己嘅金錢去買啲牛羊。
But I only have my own money, and the dove is only selling the local currency.
但係好多外邦人嚟到呢度，佢哋都係拎住佢哋自己嘅銀錢，佢哋要去兌換去呢個本地嘅銀錢，先可以買到嗰啲要獻祭嘅肉。
So then I have to go to the money changers to exchange money.
所以佢哋都係一定要去呢啲兌換銀錢嘅人嗰度嘅。
And the exchange rate is ridiculous.
呢個兌換嘅銀碼可能係嘅比數係可能係好大好差嘅。
Okay, so maybe a dove at home would cost me $1, but now it's costing me $10.
可能一隻白鴿喺我屋企1蚊嘅啫，但係呢度兌換完之後就10蚊咁貴。
Okay, fine. I'll pay $10. I want to go worship.
好，我俾10蚊，我淨係想買咗我嘅白鴿，跟住就可以去敬拜我嘅真神。
But there are stalls and booths everywhere. It's so loud that I can't worship God.
但係可能去到嘅時候，我買咗隻鴿子準備去獻祭嘅時候，啲但係好嘈，呢個係街市咁嘅樣，有好多人喺度嗌，有好多人喺度兌換錢。
On top of that, these areas were often used as a shortcut from the temple to the city to bring goods.
亦都好多時候呢個外邦人嘅院裏面係好多係有啲商人喺度用呢個地方嚟做捷徑去運送佢哋嘅物資。
It's chaotic, loud, and busy. making it impossible for me to worship.
係好亂、好癲、好嘈，係冇可能去敬拜神。
This is why Jesus is so angry.
就係呢個原因，耶穌先咁嬲。
People have come from all over the region to discover God, and the Jewish people are making it impossible.
有好多人喺好遠嘅地方嚟到呢個聖殿去敬拜神，去想認識呢個真神，但係亦都有好多本地嘅猶太人令到呢樣佢哋嘅敬拜係好難去敬拜。
My house shall be called a house of prayer for all the nations, but you have made it into a den of robbers.
我的殿要稱為萬國禱告的殿，你們倒使它成為賊窩了。
If we were to make this a modern day example, pretend if this church was like the temple,
如果我哋將呢個聖經嘅故事套入我哋現代嘅生活裏面，就幻想可能譬如呢間教會呢個就好似耶穌去嘅聖殿咁樣。
let's say we have many foreigners come visiting and they want to come to the church to try to discover God. Let's say they're from mainland China. We have so many mainland China visitors these days.
就當譬如呢個地方有好多人係外國嘅人，可能就係打比方就係呢個中國大陸嘅人要入嚟啦，佢哋就嚟敬拜上帝嘅。
So we create a separate service just in Mandarin to be able to help them know God.
可能就我哋就係專為佢哋而設一個地方係用佢哋嘅語言嘅，去俾佢哋一個地方去敬拜上帝。
But during service time, we try to sell things and make money, and there's construction, so it's really loud in the room.
可能就係但佢哋有呢個敬拜上帝嘅時候，我哋就可能揼場啊，要起啲嘢啊，跟住可能要賣啲嘢俾佢哋啦，就會好嘈。
Wouldn't Jesus be angry?
耶穌唔會嬲。
A chance to introduce them to God, but we take advantage for ourselves.
有呢個機會去俾佢哋認識真神，但係將呢個機會我哋都會攞走。
That's what's going on in the temple, and Jesus is angry.
喺呢個聖殿裏面，耶穌目睹嘅嘢就係咁樣。
Now I meet a lot of international students who have never stepped foot in a church and never picked up a Bible before.
我認識好多嘅留學生，佢哋都係從來冇入過教會門口，亦都係冇掂過一本聖經嘅。
But they are very curious about God.
但係佢哋係好對呢個上帝好有呢個好有好奇心嘅。
Much like these foreigners who would travel to the temple.
就好似喺聖經故事裏面有好多外邦人去聖殿敬拜嘅。
And they come to the U.S., a Christian nation, where there's a church every 5 blocks.
就好似好多留學生嚟到呢度美國係一個基督教嘅國家啦，所謂亦都係每5條街就有一間教會嘅。
Yet they go home after 4 years and never have a chance to hear about God.
但係好多留學生嚟到呢度，過咗4年之後，佢哋都冇聽過呢個信息，福音嘅信息，佢哋就要翻去佢哋嘅屋企啦。
That is tragic.
呢個係好悲傷嘅件事。
Now my life is so rich because all of the students I've met from all over the world.
我嘅生命就好豐盛，因為我可以認識到好多唔同國家嘅人。
Also, it's filled with purpose and joy because we get to make a difference in their lives.
我嘅事工亦都係好有目標，同埋亦都好有意義，因為可以喺咁多嘅留學生裏面嘅生活裏面，可能種下好多嘅種子。
And I've seen that same hospitality in this church. I love it.
我好中意呢間教會嘅對我哋嘅歡迎啦，同埋亦都幫助我哋好多，俾我哋資助好多嘅 resources。
But this passage challenges me. Are there more missed opportunities that I need to take advantage of?
但係呢個聖經嘅故事就教訓我，就係咪有更加多嘅嘢係我哋可以去做，去攞呢啲機會去同呢啲留學生去有更加多嘅關係聯繫啦。
Where we truly make our places of worship into a house of prayer for all nations, really good things happen.
當我哋真係將我哋嘅聖殿、我哋嘅教會去做一個萬國禱告嘅殿，有好多嘅更加多嘅奇妙嘅事會發生。
I want to share a couple
我想講一兩個故事俾你哋聽，其中一個就係我以前嘅一個學生叫做 Pranny。Pranny
is the one on the left, and she is from Shanghai.
Pranny 係綠色衫左邊嘅，佢係中國嚟嘅。
Now she moved here with her parents after college, actually, in Shanghai.
佢喺上海就係過嚟呢度讀大學嘅。
And for the first year here, she worked.
佢第一年嚟呢度就係工作嘅。
And she always tells the story that every night she cried.
佢同我講過呢個故事，就係佢嚟到，佢每一晚都會喊。
She missed home. She had no friends, and her parents were fighting every day.
佢好掛住屋企上海，佢亦都冇朋友喺呢邊，同埋佢嘅父母每日都會去有大叫嘅。
Her mom's friend had a son who was an ICF, who told her, "Hey, you should come."
佢個媽咪佢就有一個朋友個仔，就係嗰次係 ICF 嘅，就介紹咗佢過嚟 ICF。
And she asked him, "Is it in Chinese or English?"
跟住 Pranny 就問，究竟係咁呢個團契係中文定英文㗎？
He said English, and she said, "No."
佢個朋友就話係英文嘅，跟住 Pranny 就話我唔想嚟啦。
But she got so depressed that a few months later he asked her again.
但係 Pranny 因為好孤獨、好孤單，所以就當佢個朋友再過幾個月問佢嘅時候，佢就願意嚟啦。
When she shares about it today, she said, "I still remember that first night I came into your apartment. I felt like I was coming home."
當我依家再同佢傾翻呢樣嘢嘅時候 ，Pranny 都會同 Aaron 講話，我仲記得第一次去你屋企嘅時候，佢有聚會嘅時候，就好似翻屋企嘅感覺一樣。
It's funny to hear that because I still remember she would always sit in the same corner and look a little scared.
我都其實記得呢個景象，就係佢每一次嚟嘅時候都會坐喺個角落頭嗰度。
She had never been to church before.
佢未翻過教會
But she loved the worship.
但係好中意去敬拜。
Slowly she started asking more and more questions about God and about our group.
佢就開始越嚟越多嘅去問有關上帝嘅事同埋呢個團契嘅事。
She even started to pray on her own, just to try.
佢亦都有開始佢自己嘅祈禱。
And she would even read the Bible sometimes.
佢都有時候會自己去揭開聖經睇。
Exactly 1 year later, while she was visiting a church, she decided to become a Christian.
就係1年之後，佢就係願意去跟隨耶穌。
She immediately wanted this joy for other people.
佢當時佢立刻係好想去介紹更加多人去認識呢個福音。
She invited friends and even started a small group in Chinese.
佢邀請咗好多佢嘅朋友，亦都開始咗一個中文嘅一個小組。
When she graduated, she actually came on staff with our organization.
當佢畢咗業之後，讀完大學，佢入 Poly。
And she started her own ICF at Cal Poly Pomona.
佢就join 咗我哋校園團契，就開始咗一個 group 喺 Cal Poly Pomona。
Imagine if Pranny came to ICF and we didn't welcome her.
可以想像，如果我哋冇去邀請 Pranny 過嚟，或者冇去歡迎佢嘅。
That would be such a missed opportunity, and we would not have all this.
咁我哋就喪失咗個機會，亦都係Pranny 都係冇可能會去靠 Poly Pomona 開始一個新嘅團契。
Let's tell one more story about Katie.
我有另外一個故事，就係 Katie。
Katie came from Hong Kong, I think 4 years ago.
Katie 係喺香港過嚟呢度讀書4年。
And many of her friends were already in ICF, including Jason Yek, who she went to school with in Hong Kong.
佢就係佢嚟到呢度係有好多嘅佢中學嘅朋友啦，亦都過嚟呢邊讀書啦。其中一個就係 Jason Yek 啦。
She came just for the activities because she really wasn't a Christian back then.
佢呢啲嘅同學都嚟咗 ICF， 咁佢就一齊 join 埋啦。但係佢嗰陣時唔係呢個基督徒嚟嘅。
She made some bad decisions, got into some bad relationships, and eventually left ICF.
佢就做咗一啲錯嘅唔好嘅決定啦，亦都有啲唔好嘅關 就係佢1年後嚟咗美國1年後，就係佢嘅生命就去咗低谷。
She came back to ICF and even joined our core team.
所以佢就翻咗嚟 ICF， 亦都去join 咗我哋嘅一個核心嘅小組。
I've never seen someone grow so fast.
我未見過一個人可以成長得咁快。
A year later, she transferred to Cllc Fullerton.
再1年以後，佢就transfer 咗去呢個 Cllc Fullerton。
They had a very small ICF, and she helped this group grow so much.
佢哋有一個好細嘅 ICF 嘅團契，但係佢幫佢哋邀請咗好多嘅朋友去，所以個團契係會去越嚟越大。
When she graduated, she told me, I want to come back to ICF to volunteer.
當佢呢個畢業之後，佢就同我講：我想翻嚟 ICF 呢度去做義工。
She's been an amazing volunteer, helping a lot of the young students grow in God.
佢係一個好好嘅呢個義工，佢幫好多嘅學生去成長。
And this is a picture from a year ago when she got baptized.
呢幅相就係1年前佢呢個受浸禮嘅時候。
These are amazing stories about lives really changing in God.
呢個我哋有好多嘅故事，就係有好多嘅學生嘅生命被轉變。
I want more, and I hope you do too.
我都想有更加多嘅呢啲故事。我希望你亦都想有呢個一樣嘅生命。
I'm very encouraged by this church because you have the same heart.
我好以你哋激勵我，因為你哋有同樣嘅信念。
You have your programs, your classes, your events.
你哋有英文班，有好多去旅行嘅活動。
You've been hosting ICF whenever we need a place to meet.
你哋都俾我哋有地方，當我哋 ICF 需要地方嘅時候。
But in light of today's message, I want you to think, what else can we do?
但係想起我哋呢個聖經嘅故事同埋今日所講嘅事，就係我哋更加多嘅事，有啲咩嘢可以更加去做嘅咧
？What else can we do as a church or as individuals?
我哋個人或者我哋教會有咩嘢可以更加多嘅去侍奉咧喺呢方面
？So these are a couple of application questions that I want us to think about.
喺上面就係有幾個問題，我想我哋一齊去思想。
Let me pray for us.
我哋一齊禱告。
God, we want to be faithful.
神，我哋好想去有信心。
Faithful to your calling to be a house of prayer for all nations.
有信心去一齊去建立教會，做一個萬國禱告嘅殿。
Lord, we want to see lives change.
主啊，我哋想見到教會，我哋想見到生命去改變。
We want to raise up new leaders for the next generation.
我哋都想開始去有更加多嘅一齊去做呢個事工。
Lord, encourage us and challenge us to move ahead.
神你俾我哋有信心同埋有呢個意願去繼續去衝破我哋前面嘅難。
Thank you so much for this church.
好感謝神你俾我哋由呢間教會。
Thank you for each person here.
好感謝神你在座嘅每一位人。
And thank you for your mission.
多謝你嘅事工。
And bless us as we go from here.
求神你都係祝福我哋。
We pray in Jesus' name.
我哋以奉主耶穌基督嘅名而求。
Let's thank Jeffrey for a great translation.